There we go. Got it right this time. Love it. We are live. We are live. Let some people come on here. Here they start to roll in. Here they start to roll in. What's up? How are you feeling tonight? How are you feeling? How are you doing? Kyle's on. Simon's on. Yes, sir. My mom's on. Shout out to the moms. Love you. Bring them on. Who's watching? Come on. All right. Episode 2. Driven. Are you driven? What motivates you? What pushes you to do the things you do, and what helps you create that passion to chase after the things you want and the things you love? Whoops. Tegan says, thoughts of the night are, if you think good, you'll do good. I love it. Think good, you'll do good. If you feel good, you'll do great. Put those two in combination, unstoppable. 100% driven, 100% here. All right, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, last night. Oh, I got my first come on. Let's go, brother. Simon Haglund, you want in? You want in the seat? You want to do some freestyle? All right, buddy. Let's see if you are driven. Let's see. I was going to do a little intro, but here he said he wants in. Simon. Let's send him an invite and see if he's ready. All right. Anyway, so back to it. Simon, I threw you an invite. Anybody else, again, if you want to hop on later after the next one, send me a message and throw me a name, and I'll hop you in on the camera. So, what is driven? What are you? What fuels us? What makes us do the things we do? I talked to some people yesterday, and just thanks for the outpouring of love, the shares. I got a ton of shares. Again, if you get some value out of this and you have some fun, maybe get some entertainment, please share and drop a hashtag share down below. But thanks for the love and support on episode 1. Again, I'm Scott. If you don't know me, you're about to. You're going to learn a little bit more about me as time progresses. And if you know me, thanks for coming on and supporting me and giving me some love. I appreciate that a bunch. So, what is up, y'all? Mackenzie's on. Hey, Mackenzie, Kyle, Matt, Alex. Hey, right on. Kyle, what's happening, brother? Kyle Zellweger on it last night. If you missed that episode, go ahead and hop back on my timeline and catch that. We did 2 interviews. Excellent. It blows my mind the amount of support that I get. Like, who am I? Who am I just to jump on Facebook Live and be able to talk and have fun and kind of share a little bit about my mindset, things I enjoy doing, and what drives me to do what I do. And then also, look at this amazing platform that we give. Everybody has this ability. You come up on here, maybe you struggled, maybe you're not, I've never done a live, or, I'm a little nervous about doing on Facebook Lives. I don't even know how to do that, and I don't know what I would say, and I don't know what I would do, so I'll drop a little comforting for you, man. It doesn't matter. All you got to do is hop on here. It's a lot better when you can have 2 people on here. You can kind of throw questions back and forth. And so if you're, number one, I'm new at this. Number one, if you're Lawrence, thanks for throwing the love on. Brad's on. If you're new at doing Facebook Lives, this is a perfect place to hop in and practice. I mean, I'm new at this too. Let's get this together. Let's put it out there. Let's extend our networks, and let's share our stories about what we're here to do, what we're ready to do, and I'd just love to have you on. So, again, I'm Scott, and Brad. Thanks, Brad. Lawrence, love the show. Love yours, man. You're on fire lately. Darren's on. What's up, brother? Anyway, so I don't have any scheduled guests to invite again. So if you want to hop on, we'll throw some questions back and forth. I would absolutely love to have you on here. But until that happens, someone jump on the street, Lawrence says. We gotta get people used to it. My audience is like, whoa, what's Scott doing now? I'm just cracking right out of the gate, and and that's a lot of. I touched on it a little bit last night. Is getting your mindset right to take on new challenges, and I can't remember what I titled this, but it was something along those lines about diving into a new zone, no matter what you're doing. And again, I'm no professional at really anything, but I am an expert on my personal story and things I struggle with and stuff I'm into. I'm an expert on that, and that's what I have to offer in my experiences. Maybe you relate to it, maybe you don't, but I'll go ahead and share it, and then hopefully eventually people pop on, Watching. Let's yeah. John's on, Lawrence. Kyle, who's driven? That's exactly it. Who's driven? Who wants to jump in? Anyway, until then, I'll just drop some value and have some fun because this is episode 2, and that's what I got to do. I got to bring some value to you guys. So it's like, hey man, Scott's on tonight. Let's go check him out and see what he's doing. Hey Carly, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on again. Drop some value. Give you guys maybe give a share and reach out if you don't know me. Shoot me a message. I'd love to have a chat with you and get to know me a little bit, and then maybe after that point we can have you come on the show. So, driven. The mindset, I touched on it last night. The people that are extremely great at a certain thing, that's always fascinated me. So you take that, you take anybody that's really successful. They had to learn that process at typically over years and years and years. And it's always amazed me when they reach that pinnacle of their career, the amount of time that they've had to sacrifice and give to that. And because it's something they're passionate about, something they love, it becomes part of them. It becomes it's the first thing they think about in the morning. It's what picks them up and pushes them to go to practices at 5 a.m. It's what pushes people to stay up those late hours and build that business that you're creating because your heart and soul's poured into it. And that's the drive. And that's always fascinated me, especially, you take people that really build something. I've been listening to, MF CEO a lot lately, and you look at where he's at now, and you look at that product, and you're like, holy cow, man, that guy's really successful. But again, you listen to his story, and you tap into him, and he wasn't always there. He wasn't always in that spot. Like, I mean, tells a story. His story, he's sleeping on a piss-stained mattress in the back of his first store, and he sold like $600 the first month or something. But he put the time in. He stayed dedicated and he stayed driven. So anyway, I relate to him a bunch. I like the way he delivers his message. If you guys want, check him out. I'm new to this whole development stuff, and I just discovered him, and he is on fire. He's lighting me up. I'm loving him. So if you haven't heard of him, MFCEO Andy Frisella, it's a driven mentality that just makes you do something, and I've always been fascinated about that. So, who we got on here? It's life experience. That's right. Carla, Frank, jump on. Yeah, Frank, dude, I'd love to have you on, bud. That'd be crazy. Who else we got on here? Thanks for coming. I got 12 in. Brian, cool. Brian's here. Mom, love you. Kyle, Frank, thanks, buddy. All right, cool. So typically I'd ask the other people these questions, but I'll just kind of, since I'm on here and I got some time, I'm going to hot seat myself. I'm going to just hot seat it right here. That's right. You share your story. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to do right now. Get to know you guys a little. I'd love it. So last night, the first question I was asking people were tell us what you do and tell us what your story is. And over the last 6-8 months, I've really kind of been, thinking about my story, and I'm like, what is my story? How can I sum up, everything that I've done? And I mean, it's kind of a challenge. There's a lot there. You want to hit the key points. You want to go off things that make you who you are, is the way I feel it. So, my story, I was raised coming up as a young kid, great home, family around everywhere. We're raised in a rural community out in northern Nevada. Ranchers, mining, prayers to all the family that were involved in an incident in Marigold Mine the other day. Heart goes out to you all.
I just tried to turn it up and it turned off.
Oh, power button.
And I was watching the Grinch.
Commercial timeout. I'll keep talking. I got to set up the computer over on this side. This takes forever. You want to entertain him for a second, bud? Sorry, guys. Let's see. Get this squared away. Let's try that again, too. And ta-dum. There you go, bud. All right. Anyway, back to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
What Christmas is all about. Don't you feel it? Merry Christmas! Thank you for
Sorry.
Another minute.
Oh,
I don't know, buddy. There you go. All right, cool. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, back to my story. Ranch raised, rural Nevada, hard work. The only way to do your thing and earn your keep is long hours in the trenches, and really got a work mentality. I literally was raised with a hard work mentality, and that's something I'm extremely proud of, and it served me well throughout my life. So with that, I took that, I went to college, got the education, and I just hit the streets, and I just worked, and I did several different things and learned a ton from all aspects of it. And with that said, I got to a point in my life where I'm like, what do I want? What do I want to be able to do with my time off, and what do I want to be able to do to, make the bread at the end of the day, basically, to cut it plain and simple. And I knew I had a passion for riding snowmobiles. I knew I wanted to be able to give Tegan as much as possible. I could help him any way you could imagine. He likes riding dirt bikes and riding BMX. We're going up to Woodward Tahoe tomorrow so he can do some jumps into the foam pits, and that's what I enjoy doing. So really, he is my story, and I just want to live a life where I can help people. I'm not a motivational coach. I'm not a life coach. I just have my own life experiences. And if I can help somebody along the way, that would be that would be my biggest thing. So I guess my story is that I'm just me, man. I'm Scott, and a blue collar hard worker, and I just want to live that life and do that thing that every day when you come home, you're like, yes, I crushed it. I killed my list. I killed life today, and I can give something back, and I can provide something in a future for him that he'd absolutely love. So, and in the meantime, I like riding snowmobiles, and yeah, so that's where that's at. And I want to grow this into something cool and something more, and get some friends out of it. We can extend networks and have a great time. So that's what that's question number one. That's what get my time, and that's my story. What is my why? Again, my story and my why are kind of wrapped up, man. It's just do everything I can for a little man and set myself up, and try to build something that I can be proud of, and I can pass on a legacy. Really is the why, and just live life to the fullest. That's why. Isn't that what we all want? Katie's on. Thanks for coming on, Jordan. You bet. Yeah, birthday boy on Saturday. He turned 7. My why's getting so old. I love it. So that's my why. Tap into that. It's everything that I've done and experienced, and I want to do more of some stuff, and I want to do less of some other stuff, and that's kind of where I'm at. So, yeah, that's it. Again, if you guys want to hop on, I got anybody new coming in the feed, I'd love to have you on and hear a little bit about your story and see some things you like to do, and, connect each other up. Maybe we can each other up. And so, anyway. Number 3, resources and inspiration, places I go to learn from. I touched on it the podcast. I'm super into podcasts right now, like all day long. I have a podcast on when I get in my truck. I have a podcast on when the phone's sitting in the kitchen and I can listen to. Andy Frisella, let's see, Lewis Howes, Mastery, Mindset Mastery, several different ones, and I'm really getting introduced to it. So if anybody's got a great podcast they want, they recommend or whatever, drop it in the comments, shoot me a message. I'd love to tune into it and find it out. Jason's on. What's up? Connect with that guy. Definitely. Scott's on. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Kevin's on. I love it. So podcast, that's one thing. I wake up in the morning. Part of my daily routine is the first thing I listen to Your World Within. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Check out YouTube. Tons of stuff on there. Your World Within. He puts out these little stories, and they're like 5-minute blocks, and you can listen to 2 of those before you get up and get out of bed and get anything going. So that, and then boom, I flip a podcast on, and then I'm just listening to stuff all day. I'll mix it up between business, personal development, inspiration, and then catch a good story. And so podcasts all day long. Who do I tap on? Places I go to learn. That was kind of the whole premise behind starting this show was 8 months ago I was really unfamiliar with the the real structure behind social media and the whole branding scene and what it takes to actually be online and do something productive with your time while you're there. So I just, I went on Facebook and I went on Instagram and I started just looking at these, checking somebody out and seeing, what kind of message they're putting out. And then it just really, really started to snowball. This guy kind of led me to that guy, and then I'm like, whoa, I really like what that guy says, and then I snowballed a little farther to the next guy, and I'm like, well, that guy kind of thinks like me, he has some of the same experience as me, and I just reached out online. You chat with them, you go by their page. A lot of people are just putting tons of good stuff out, and that's the coolest thing. So this is what I wanted to do to be able to get back, because I basically everything I've absorbed over the last year just in personal development and things I'm doing and things that are pushing me to try new things and to go beyond what I was really set myself up to do is just the social media, man. It's a wonderful tool. We're blessed with it. Technology, you look at technology industry, it's changing every facet of our lives and how we interact, and if we choose to use it for good, then all the better. And why not use the tool that we're blessed with right now? And here I am, and I'm on Facebook Live on Thursday night, and episode 2 of Driven. Thank you guys. Cameron's on. Scott, Tim, what's up, brother? Tim, check out this Southpaw Creations. I'd love to have you hop on. Tim, if you want to jump in with me, give a shout out to Southpaw Creations. He is putting out an excellent product. If you want to come on, I'll send you an invite. You don't have to take it. If you don't feel like it, that's all good. But I'll shoot that out and I'll leave it on. To hop on and share a little bit about what it is, what you're doing, and what you want to create, and where you're taking it. So without that, anybody got any questions? I mean, if you got a question, shoot them my way. I'd appreciate that. There you go, Carly. Yeah, no, very rough. I'm getting there. And it's a lot of this. I watched a guy's video the other day, snowmobiler guy tracked out Osborne. If you don't follow him, go check his stuff out. He was talking about really being committed and seeing something through, and then not letting yourself get discouraged if it doesn't exactly go your way right away. And it rang true, because I mean, how many things do you start where you just happen to be an expert at when you start? Like, never, right? Walking, I wasn't a very good walker when I started. Like, working, I wasn't a very good work. I didn't know how to drive equipment. I didn't know how to run a power plant. I didn't know any of that stuff. I had to start somewhere, and there was a learning process. And for some people, the learning process is longer, and some people it's shorter. But no matter what makes you driven is being able to power through that and see what's on the other side of that challenge or that task, and that becomes the motivation. To me, anyway. Get the value from that, throw some thumbs up. But being able to see through on the other side of it, that's really where the drive comes from. Is because you know where you're headed. You've already set it. You've set what you want to do when you want to do it. So now you just got to keep telling yourself all the way through. And again, it's tracked out. Check out his page. Excellent startup company in the snowmobile industry, and he just laid it out there. He's sitting right on his sled, and it's just like, it's super heartfelt. So I love that. Shout out to you, Travis. What's up, Trav? Brad, the journey is what's up. That's right. The journey is what's up. Life's a journey. Dogs barking. Anyway, so thank you guys. Driving right now, brother. Hop on. I'll catch you another time. Appreciate it, man. What else do we got? Any more shout outs to do? So yeah, I mean, what, this is it's just a new show. I want to get something rolling with it. What was your line in the sand moment? I don't know. Was it Oh, there you go. Right on. Good question. My line in the sand moment. I want to get real here. How real are we gonna go? Kyle, I'll get to that right at the end. My mom actually offered to come on. Let's see what she's up to. I'll give her an ad. Everybody, welcome. My mom, Miss Kathy, the wonderful, the amazing. Invite. Go ahead. Let's see where she's coming in at. How cool is this? My mom's going to come on. Right on. Love her. Let's see if she pops in. She'll be like, the buttons, they just weren't exactly correct. I didn't know what to press. Oh, there she is.
Hi, son.
There's my mom. Everybody say hi. Grandma Kathy.
Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Tina. Yeah, I
Awesome,
just want
awesome.
you to know, Scott,
What's up?
I am so proud of you and what
Uh-huh.
you're doing. You inspire me,
I can't really
and I
hear
wish I
that.
could.
What'd she say?
Oh, right on, Mom. Thank you so much. Like, this
What
is
did she
awesome.
say?
I know.
It's kind of breaking up. That's cool. You're my inspiration. You got me through a ton of stuff growing up. Gave me a bunch of good foundation to be on, and I really can't say enough. Like, my hat's off to you. So thanks for, thank you. You
Uh,
want to do the three questions?
do I what?
Do you want to do the three questions?
Okay.
All right. So tell me what it is you do. What takes your time up that's getting you where you want to go.
Oh, wow. That's a tough one for me because I'm retired.
On my list of things to do.
I know I want to golf, I want to have fun, and I want to enjoy my kids.
Ah, there we go. Love it. Everybody, shout, throw some hearts to my mom. That's cool. Travis, yeah, dude, miss you too,
Oh,
buddy. This is cool. So that's all really anybody ever needs is enjoy their
yeah,
family, do the things they enjoy doing, and valuing your time. Like that's the biggest thing is valuing your time. I'm
I
thinking
know.
I gave way too much of my time to some random stuff that it was process, it was learning, but don't want to pass that time up. Got to keep that time.
I'm
You're,
doing the things I enjoy and seeing the people I love, and I'm so proud of you.
thanks, Mom. All right,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. This is cool. Facebook Live
Second
technology.
question.
What's that?
Second question.
Second question. What is your why? What do you tap into when you need to push through something?
It kind of goes back to the same thing. My why
Right?
is, it does. My why is I want to be independent. I want to enjoy my family, and I want good health.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I might have to tweak that a little bit. We're still in the building phase of driven, but that's kind of like asking the same question two times. So I might need to refine that to where I can just do that into
Yeah.
one. I got you. This is a learning process. All right. Number three, inspiration. Where do you go? What do you tap into? What resources do you use for motivation? Again, you got to tap into the why. This is all about what drives you, so it's all related anyway.
Oh my goodness. You drive me. My work drives me because I love people. Um, my family drives me, I guess, at this age.
Awesome. I totally agree. I totally agree. I love that.
Hmm.
That's what, same thing. Family driving me, pushing me to where I want to go. So, thank you, Mom. I do appreciate you so much for coming in and giving me some support. How about that? Everybody throw some hearts up for my mom. I love it. Kathy
Woo,
Glennon. if
woo,
you're if
love
you're
mom.
ever
Yeah.
if you're ever down in Arizona, she's got the golf course connections. Connect with her. Head out for a round on the golf course. Oh, kind of froze up there. Oh, that was cool. Didn't expect that. Gotta love that. Facebook Lives, Mom. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, it's about all I got. Next week, I had a couple people that I thought were going to be able to come on tonight, and then I kind of had to improvise right at the last minute. So anyway, next week we're gonna fill the house up Wednesday and Thursday. I'll kind of throw some stuff out all week. Maybe we can get somebody, get some people to start regular coming in. I got a few guys from the sledding community that are actually entrepreneurs in their own right. Bring them on and let them talk about what it's like to build the relationships and build a business inside that little community. So that's going to be super rad. We got some next week. I love it. Again, thank you guys for coming by. My moms, love you all. I appreciate you all. Let's build this into something cool. Let's build it into a community where we can come and have some fun every Wednesday and Thursday night. And remember, if you're gonna try anything, be driven. You can't do stuff with one foot in and one foot out. You gotta fully commit, and you gotta freaking give it everything you can, because in the end of the day, you're the only person you gotta answer to, unless you got, kids and a wife, then you gotta answer to them too. But at the end of the day, deep down, remember, you're only gonna let yourself down if you don't see something through. So that's all I got for tonight. Episode 2 of Driven. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Pack this up. We'll do it again next week. So I love you guys. Anyway, thanks. Bye. Everyone have a great night.